Real Madrid nil, Barcelona 4. Was it a case of Real Madrid incompetence or Barca brilliance? Maybe both, but what was undeniable is that Xavi has completely turned around Barca's season. Talks of Barcelona's demise after Messi left were clearly exaggerated. There were even talks of Messi returning to Barcelona. And as great as he was for Barca, if I was a Barca faithful, I'd say thanks, Messi, but no thanks. Thank you for the memories. And I'll just let Messi stay at PSG. Barca put on a football clinic that finally ended their 5-game losing streak to their bitter rivals Madrid. Barca scored 2 goals on either side of the half, and it really could have been more. Aubameyang scored with that header. Araujo headed in corner as well. Excuse me. And in between the centre backs, Militao and Alaba, who I thought were really poor in this game. The first 20 minutes were really back and forth, but once Barca settled, they completely outplayed Real Madrid. Ferran Torres constantly got into dangerous areas, and his reward finally came in the second half when he scored a really good goal. Really good interplay with Aubameyang, and he also got an assist to Aubameyang. Again, Ferran Torres, I've never seen a player constantly get into good positions but not have the finishing product. Maybe just like Vinicius early on at Madrid, maybe his finishing will improve. But Ferran Torres constantly gets himself into very good positions, and the only criticism I would say of him is he doesn't finish enough chances. But overall, he got his goal, got his assist, and Barca won. Pedri was simply world class in this game. Him and Xavi completely him and Busquets were completely good in midfield. I mean, they were superb. So it seems like things are looking up for Barcelona. Pedri, I think the Gen Z generation is coming up, so the millennials need to move aside. The only criticism I'd give on Barca's performance today is really their missed chances, and they had really poor giveaways, especially with Dembele, and Xavi wasn't really happy with him. Dembele, again, especially in the second half, he just tilted between superb and awful at the same time. But his first half performance was superb. Dembele just completely destroyed Nacho on the right side. I mean, he was just constantly attacking, and he provided a very good assist for Aubameyang in the first half to score. Madrid, on the other hand, just could not cope. As good as we know Modric is, as good as we know Toni Kroos is world class, I think they showed their age a little bit. They just could not cope at all with Barcelona. They just seemed out of ideas, and every time Barcelona attacked, they just looked like they were going to score. At some point, Modric and Kroos ended up as strikers. So tactically, you wonder what Ancelotti was really trying to do. I know they were missing Benzema, but surely one player cannot affect the whole of the Madrid team. They still have very talented players who today clearly almost just look like they ran out of ideas. I know Camavinga came in for Toni Kroos, but let's be fair, at that point in the game, Barca had won the game. Barcelona played almost exactly like Chelsea did last year during the Champions League semi-final. I know during the game last year, it ended 1-1, but I remember there were big parts in the game where Chelsea were just completely dominant. But the difference today is that Barca were ruthless in attack. Chelsea last year just were guilty of missing big chances again. Uh, what's his name? Timo Werner. I'm looking at you. But they play again in a few weeks in the Champions League. So, I mean, if I'm Chelsea and I'm looking at this performance, I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is exactly how Chelsea need to play against Real Madrid. Aubameyang should have scored a hat trick. He missed a really good chance to do that from an Alaba cross, but I think overall he should be very happy with his performance. 2 goals, fantastic assist. Aubameyang has really stepped up his game since he left Arsenal. Busquets, superb in midfield. Again, him and Pedri, absolutely superb in midfield. I mean, yeah, completely controlled the game, but vintage performance by Busquets. Eric Garcia, who I don't particularly rate, but who am I? I'm just some random guy on YouTube. But again, very good game by Eric Garcia, especially he played some fantastic long balls to get out of defense, and even under pressure, he was very calm. So very mature performance from Eric Garcia, and I believe he left Manchester City, and people wondering, why, or he wasn't even a starter really at Manchester City. But you can see maybe certain players just fit better in certain teams, and if you're going to fit in a club like Barcelona, I mean, so be it. Well done, Eric Garcia. PK, solid performance. Araujo, another solid performance as well. He just keeps growing in confidence, and he got his reward with a goal. So yeah, Real Madrid 0, Barcelona 4. I don't think I'm forgetting this El Clasico game anytime soon, but for Madrid, they need to figure out how to play without Benzema.